Vamos ver essa final aqui, cara. Final da Capcom Cup. Aconteceu agora, acho que no fim de semana agora. E o vencedor dessa luta levou $1 milhão, irmão. $1 milhão. Vamos ver. Jurem.
Uma can use the first set to download, collect the necessary information. Hopefully his RAM and his processing speed are good enough in that mental computer of his.
You could say the same for Chris Wong. I feel like in the longer set, with a Luke, the more dangerous he becomes. So let's see it. Here we go. Grand finals time. Uma versus Chris Wong, game 1.
Already had an accidental overhead there, and the fireball did stop the drive rush in his checks here. So I want to see what Chris Wong adaptation he's going to learn on the fly, because he's had no real time to think about this. He's had to make that loser's run. Going up against difficult opponents.
Nossa.
It's the anti-air there, does Uma.
A very, very deep uppercut to catch the anti-air. And speaking of, catching another normal crouching medium punch. Hitting more than enough damage towards the end with the flash knuckle sequence spine buster.
Mas tinha que ter um...
That's one.
Tinha que ter um look na final, né? Tem jeito, né? Tinha que ter uma classe doente, né? Uma das doentes, né?
On the slow-moving fireball there. Oof! No cancel. I think even Uma jumped out of his seat. And that's going to be the round there. Take it away. Doesn't even need to spend any super, because a perfect light flash knuckle will take that first round here in the grand final.
Again, with this run back, you can expect Chris Wong to come in with a different approach. Oh, but that was a huge error. That had to be a little overlap to try to get the uppercut.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. He definitely didn't want that for sure, but he will make amends. That's what Chris Wong is excellent at doing when he blunders in any sort of execution error. Then there's a forward throw there, gets the punish counter and the meter gain. Drive reversal. He's trying to activate something there, but it didn't quite work out. Uma.
Very deep center in, and this is going to be huge. Feng Shui engine. What's the defensive choice going to be like for Chris Wong? He's sitting down, he's keeping it steady.
Oh, the juggle, that was huge!
What a pickup from Uma off the anti-air. On the same side, still great block from Chris Wong, but life is winding down, and so is the Feng Shui.
But this is what he wanted, his target in, and gets the throw. That was not a punish, though. And block on the overhead, he's trying to get a perfect parry instead.
Vai doer,
burn him out. The combo should do it. No! He didn't want to burn him out. He's saving it because he wants to take the game. Oh, damn, that stare down. That respectable, wild stare down there from the two. Staggers the light, gets the grab.
No
Perfect
shot.
parry.
Ain't no way.
Perfection. Parry bravíssimo, mano.
That's what he did towards the last end of the first set in winners finals against Chris Wong.
Dude, the fact that he's ready and calm to do that at this late stage in the tournament, props to him, man. So many people would have capitulated in that scenario. And there's a DI.
A very rare drop from Chris Wong. This is going to be everything for Uma. He might get the burnout. He does secure it.
This is why I think Feng Shui is pretty decent. He gets the fuzzy jump medium punch. The anti-air as well. He's got to deal with this. He's going to harass him to hell. There we go with the stand medium punch. There's a forward throw.
Vai doer, irmão. Chora.
Throws it out just in case he's going to check with something else, but it didn't quite work out. There's a delay, and here comes Pale Rider. It's going to fully refresh that drive meter there for Chris Wong.
A little bit of a difference. It is critical art territory. Chris Wong, what are you going to do on offense? You have your gauge back now.
Block on the overhead, low on drive gauge. He's trying to run away, so he has at least 2 bars to work with for something, Uma.
Cara, eu já fui mais fiel ao UFC, o Deep. Mas hoje em dia eu não tenho acompanhado mais, cara. Até penso em voltar, cara. Eu pensei em assinar o canal Combate de novo. Mas eu não sei se eu vou ter tempo pra acompanhar, na verdade, entendeu? Por isso que eu não assinei ainda, mas... Pô, perdeu a primeira, né? O maluco mamou na primeira. Mas eu curto, cara. Eu curto o UFC também.
Your drive rush cancels.
Ah, o combate não passa mais, o UFC? Caralho. É separado agora? Tem alguma coisa só do UFC? É na Band agora. Ah, é? Não sabia não. Da hora. Interessante. Eu não preciso pagar, né? Humilde. Fight Pass. Band o quê? É o próprio UFC agora. Foi o que eu imaginei. Okay.
No, okay. That was actually so slick for Uma to go for the crouching heavy punch anti-air. Nothing too committal with Tencent Rin, right? Because Chris Wong had the option to go for the air flash knuckle.
Slowing it down there, throws out an OD fireball in the neutral. Chris Wong still trying to do it, and that looked like crouch fierce drive rush cancel. I think that was...
Mano, é um bagulho muito fora da curva. Você imagina você tá numa luta, né? Num bagulho desse, mano, você sabendo que você vai ganhar $1 milhão, mano. Que a sua vitória vale $1 milhão, mano. Caralho, esse bagulho é muito insano, mano. Uma pressão na cabeça desses caras, velho.
Capitalizing the whole scramble.
Very deep, and that's it. Jump with the hammer. At the same time, so deadly. Trying to guess.
Respect. And the counter DI for the round. That's going to be brilliant, and we've got to give props because the prior sequence, he actually allowed Uma to get a regular jump, but he thought he was going to do something else like the Shah was doing earlier today, and he was able to block it out and get punished before he had to do that counter DI interaction.
Very high-end risk from above. Let's see if Uma ever goes to that tactic again. In the meantime, let's take a look at Chris Wong the way he's controlling the... Oh, what in the world? You react to the flash knuckle?
Oh, that was beautiful. That was actually beautiful.
That logic was beautiful.
Oh, what was that? Perfect parry, puts him in the corner, can burn him out. And that's why he's trying to avoid getting burnt out. You're gonna have to make a choice, do it on your own volition. Oh no, never mind, Chris Wong's gonna do it for you. He's gonna confiscate your drive gauge with the eraser. And he's gonna get a nice little Oki situation here. Back down!
Defensively, it's gonna be the feng shui engine. Let's see what Uma can make out of this. The corner carry,
safe jump.
Significant as well.
Oh, yeah, that was hot air. He didn't have anything. He didn't have any sword.
And also 0 life left. Chris Wong.
Que isso, cara? 2-0 pro Luke.
Thus far. Well, I wouldn't say dominating. That was actually pretty close in rounds as well. But 2-0 nonetheless. For the side of Chris Wong. One more win for him will reset the bracket. But we'll see if Uma has something to say about it.
But what does he do at this point? He's actually done all he can. But again, the damage disparity between these two characters, it's not night and day, but it's something close. And sometimes you have to overextend to even force a Luke player to be galvanized into doing something.
Então, isso que o cara acabou de falar, né? O Luke veio da Losers, né? É ele que veio da Losers. Ele tem que resetar essa MD5 para depois fazer mais uma, né?
We'll get that flash knuckle conversion across the screen. Tries to base something there. I love the high-level players doing drive rush counts into specials, even if it helps level up something there.
What a snipe out, too, with the heavy. Chris Wong immediately seeing green, immediately passing out into red for Uma. A lot of damage coming in. Yeah, he's going to be facing like this as well. He was looking forward to that fireball. He was trying to escape, but that roundhouse chased down after the drive rush. Sneaking in the drive impact as well.
Aí mamou.
What are you going to do about it?
Backdash there, and he didn't do the jazz, but he gets a second chance, and that missed. The heavy release missed, and that's going to be blocked.
Nossa.
That's going to be parried.
Lido como livro, meu irmão.
Uma with the retaliation on the board. First round of game 3.
Oh, damn. I like that. He immediately stopped the momentum to stop the drive rush, check on the crutch, and medium punch there from Luke Uma. And again, dashes into danger. And again, trying to go for the anti. They haven't been working against Chris Wong. I noticed against Chris Wong, they haven't been working. And he tried to make amends, but it didn't work out.
E vai mamar.
Chris Wong is going to build an abundance of super meter here, but he's going to do a safe jump instead and deal with this the honest way. Oh, wow.
I was going to ask, does Chris Wong force the critical arc out of Uma with the drive impact? No, instead, still manages to clip him. I was talking about in the corner, right? You have a character in Burnout, you have such a significant life lead, and there's a critical art stock. I was wondering if Chris Wong would have gone to that decision. But either way, that's all said and done with. Into the next round, Uma still sitting at 3 bars, Chris Wong at 2.
Great defensive sequence there from Chris Wong to regain the drive gauge lead here, and he's just waiting for anything, some movement to react to. Rotic again, almost got the drive rush light punch there, didn't quite work out. I see Men RD do that a fair bit. He was talking about that earlier in the hotel.
Mano, esse Shoryuken dele aí, cross, é muito foda, mano.
Got him.
But even more so, excellent reactions against the drive rush medium punch coming in from Uma.
That's not what he wanted. I'm not sure if that could have been punished by a light attack.
But anyway, he went to the well either way. Chris Wong making sure it hurts the next time around.
Nossa, não tá acertando nada, mano.
He's getting a bit scrambling. He's going to get punished and he's going to be burnt out here. So his drive gauge will be suspended.
Are the nerves playing a factor against Uma?
GG, mano.
Let's see if he's going to use the super to get out of there. Chris Wong's going to do death by 1,000 cuts. He will threaten that stun. It is a low hanging fruit.
Morreu. Resetou a bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a reset. Chris Wong resetting it in emphatic fashion, 3-0 against Uma. What are you gonna do now?
That's the question here.
É Street Fighter, sim, cara.
Staying hydrated. Stay hydrated, gamers at home. That is super important here. I think even because it was 3-2 in the winners final, that could have gone either way. I think after that point, he said, okay, I know what I must do if I get my potential run back, which that has come to fruition here. Dominating fashion in this first half in the grand final. So this is our final 3 games here at Capcom Cup 10. Somebody is earning $1 million.
Ô, é difícil dizer quem é o mal aqui, mano. O Luke ou a Juri, porra, 2 capeta, pô, tá maluco?
Not a player. So, let's see. The beginning of the end. All
É agora,
tied up in
Black.
losers bracket for both here in the grand finals. Uma now brought down to Chris Wong's level.
See if he fires on all cylinders right now, and he goes for staggered pressure here. Loses a lot of drive gauge in the process. Or something, and a hard read there with the jump. He wasn't doing that in the first game, and that was a read on the Sandblaster for sure. And I saw a backdash there from Chris Wong that gets punished. He's going for all the OD moves there.
Mano. Ih, comprou o jogo do cara.
A huge difference in aggression. Chris Wong not ready for it just yet on defense, and this is going to be great. You know, Uma, he can take this damage, but what happens after this situation with the advantage on knockdown? Excellent defensive choices,
entrou.
and the punish counter. You know what? Either way, if it was a fireball or...
Esse primeiro round aí, meu irmão, o Luke nem jogou, né?
Back in his seat, because I think even he was surprised at that choice that Uma made, but he's got to switch things up, and boy, has he done it.
Ele gostou de dar o grab, né? O maluco tá esperto com o grab agora. Tomou uns 3 no round anterior.
Get the crouching medium punch there. He's looking for the conversion there. It's Chris Wong, but Uma's making him block, so he has to change his mind. Suppressor didn't whiff. Oh, the uppercut. No slam dunk there as well. Walks forward there, and then walks under. No punish counter, but he got something to work with.
The punish counter is there. Another, actually, he's going to back away. No big conversions. Thankfully for Uma's sake. To walk out of the corner
well,
without any big damage.
You get all the real estate to work with, so I think it's the safest and most conservative choice. And here comes the Feng Shui engine again, and he lets it rock. The delayed hit.
Oh, that was the counter hit. Was that delayed from the second floor, or was Chris Wong just really adamant about pressing the button?
Just go for a safe jump there, either with the jump medium kick. Throws the fireball to cover the entry. Still not throw teching there, is Chris Wong. He's not panicked yet. When he starts throw teching, he'll panic. He's holding it down here. Uma can't take an action just yet. Chris Wong knew that. That's why he's trying to make sure he does as much drive gauge damage as possible to keep him in the amber. But all systems go with the green. Just weighing it out here.
I think for either player, any single hit confirm can lead to destruction, and Chris Wong is threatening that with that crouch medium punch. He's threatening the ranges.
Still resilient on defense, exuding that patience there, and there's a trade that was fine. We can take that, but Chris Wong might try to bait him into doing a button and catch him with the second crouch medium. Let's find out.
With less than 10 on the clock, we're gonna see some really antsy movement.
Back row, I think.
Ai, 3 segundos. Ai, perdeu, cara, meu Deus.
Yeah, he parried with 2 seconds on the clock. That was a very interesting decision.
Meu Deus,
surprised about that. Got Chris Wong the round. Good pressure there. Almost in burnout in 90 seconds here is Chris Wong. I know he's got 2 bars, but he's got to be very careful. He's got to make sure some sort of attack connects. No anti-air.
I totally understand that because how Uma had delayed his dive kicks. I totally respect that decision from Chris Wong. And even more so, the buttons are all the way out on wake up. Now we got the low forward. It's time for the Feng Shui.
Let's play indeed. Here comes the safe jump. Oh no, he goes for an empty jump instead. The super gauge is actually depleting rapidly here. Gets the overhead into a store, and he didn't believe in it, but it wasn't the jungle version of the
Que estouro, mano.
He's got so much damage after, what, 2.5 sequences?
Still not going for the rising uppercut anti-air there, and he's just going to hold it down here, Uma. He's got to be very careful.
Ooh, that could have been whiff punish from Chris Wong.
Still blocking it out here. Lovely defense here. Doesn't get the perfect parry, but yes, I'd send him away as well. I do not want to deal with the Chris Wong with low vitality. And he gets through it.
Wow, what a smooth criminal. This man reacted to the Sandblast with a drive
smooth criminal.
And even more so, OD 10-cent rin for the invincibility. What a play from downtown.
He's lucky as well because the combination of having a good hitbox on the uppercut and forward moving, and of course having the hurtbox on the Sandblaster, it worked out for Uma there. 1-0 in this grand final reset. I thought we were actually going to see 4 games from the bounce from Chris Wong. No lie.
Cara, tem uma paradinha que ela faz, mano. Ela faz uma animaçãozinha pra pegar essa marca aí. Ela ganha algumas paradas, eu não lembro exatamente, cara. Ela ganha algumas habilidades que ela pode usar. Tipo o Ryu ganhando aquele elétrico dela, sabe? Aquele elétrico dele. Eu não sei exatamente quais são as paradas que ela ganha, não. Ah, é o chutinho que ela dá pra cima, né? Acho que é o chutinho que ela dá pra cima.
Alright, that's gonna be the rounds. Does he need his level 1? There's the Vulcan Blast. Puts 1 round on the board in this game 2 of the grand final reset here. Does Chris Wong Damn, the mental stamina these guys have is ridiculous.
I was just about to comment on that.
Já
Chris
tomou na
Wong
merda.
still firing on all cylinders with the offensive sequence. Now you get the corner pressure. What's it going to be? Uma tried to maybe walk out. You did see the low get checked from Chris Wong with the full conversion. No, sir. No hammers here. All Tencent.
Denied. And there comes the Feng Shui again. Doesn't want it to drive reversal because it'd be a low drive gauge, and he swatted him away like a newspaper to a mosquito. Takes it straight to the corner here.
Que loucura, velho, isso ali.
Uma. Drive reversal, keep him there. This is good. Forward throw.
Even caught the backdash towards the end of it, actually.
Challenges immediately after a frame advantage button there with the stand medium punch.
A little bit of spacing, yeah. Right under the timer, right? That's the sweet spot.
Aqui é o mal versus o mal, né, mano? Qualquer coisa que ganhar aqui é o mal ganhando, não tem jeito não.
The jump. Oh,
He puts
no.
himself in there now. Man, the bravery. And jab.
what?
Oh, a tick throw.
Dude, that connected.
It did connect.
Crazy late there with the active frames of the stand light kick. One hit from Chris Wong should do the trick. But Uma gets
game
the hit
over.
first and he takes the round.
And that was actually rather sneaky, right? After the stand jab, it was Chris.
Tipo isso, Kaori-chan.
I don't even know what button it was, or maybe it was too
O Ed
late.
sai
That
hoje.
medium punch shouldn't have clipped him.
Meia-noite. Meia-noite de amanhã, no caso.
Moving on to the next round here. Drive reversal on a sandblaster. Interesting. I guess he wants to space and stall.
Eu não assisti, eu tô vendo agora. É a primeira vez que eu não assisti ainda.
That was so early.
Well, these guys have actually been catching each other off guard a little bit with the really close drive rushes into mediums or lights. He tried to do it there, Uma. Charges up. I wonder if he tried to trick him into doing something. Not sure, but he gets a punish count throw anyway. We're going to see a Feng Shui engine soon. And he baits him with the stall. Yeah, he baits him with the
Oi.
stall. That's huge.
Aí
And
é
he's going
game.
for the Feng Shui engine, and it looks like, all right, he's going to go for a different conversion here instead. Let's see what tricks you got. I know there's a stylist.
What a throw tech. That could have been it. He's still in dangerous territories. No overhead, please.
It won't kill either. Chris Wong, he's trying to perfect parry something to turn something around, but maybe if he can get in range of a throw and grab and be sneaky, but he can. Forward throw.
Man, the slow and daunting approach. Oh, no!
Oh.
And there was too far from that exchange and the pushback. Chris Wong thought he could get the punish off of a -8 situation.
irmão.
It was too far.
I have to give credit to some of these players because they're doing certain projectiles or certain attacks from a very range where drive reversal, remember there's still pushback on it, right? So even then, try to punish them
A
and get
frieza
it. And
desse
the guys are
maluco,
ready
mano.
immediately to try and get the button there. Spacing traps are very dangerous in fighting games these days. It's 2-0 to Uma in the reset here.
God. Is the download complete? Will he have enough in the tank mentally to secure the $1 million, or will Chris Wong have the answer? Already aggressive, he dashed up at Uma's face with 0 reaction, actually, and Chris Wong not finding the opening just yet. He's
know
been
what?
facing off against a brick wall thus far.
If I was him, I'd go bonkers this set. Oh, Uma.
I agree.
He's got one game to play around with, but again, $1 million on the line, and he's trying again. He's being a little bit more aggro with his choices.
That is a little bonkers, and we'll definitely accept that.
Run away, gets
The air reset, good awareness. I love the presence of mind to jump in certain sequences.
Oh, okay. Gets the uppercut here, cancels into
Mano!
the one to
Building, ladies and gentlemen.
Essa resposta desse maluco, foda-se, mano.
And yes, sir, we are gonna get that stunt. No,
Mano, na moral, mano.
sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, and it finally worked!
Já era. Mano, ele tava sem a... Mano, os reflexos desses caras, velho. Porra, que porra é essa, mano? Ele tava esperando aquele drive impact ali, mano. Porra, esperou. Tome.
Big point. The crowd is cheering for him right now.
Let's see if he has it. That's a counter hit.
Tá maluco,
Sweep,
velho.
not punished. Chris Wong sweating.
Sweating D's, sweating buckets when he gets the conversion into the flash knuckle. Chase him down for some Oki here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an uppercut from Uma soon to even risk it. But hey, I think he knows what position he's in. Breaks him down, jumps away, and then gets grabbed for his troubles.
Chris Wong with a hefty amount of life to take certain risks. But
Bait
yeah,
something again.
speaking of risks,
Já era.
Uma was trying to bait out something, but guess what? Chris Wong was still within range to get a big damage conversion, burning himself out.
He's been doing the Fu Saw after the drive rush on several different ranges, but I think Chris Wong's clocked onto where he's doing it from up close. Far away is a little bit different. He He's definitely identifying things as we go along. With
Receba.
punish there with the forward hard punch.
And it's so difficult to whiff punish that because of the startup and the spacing that he needs to
Oh,
take.
okay. Splurged a bit too much meat and he will get punished for his troubles here, Uma. And it will be a level 3. And this is what's very good in the game. If somebody doesn't make use of their 2 bars they spent, you punish it and take as much drive gauge away as possible. Let's see what the choice is from Uma.
Oi!
The corner carry is going to be
Meu Deus!
He's got no resources, so he's going to play with the
pula
stun.
não,
He's going
irmão.
to set him up for a stun
Pula
scenario.
não.
Let's see what he does. This full conversion. This is the
He's
game.
dead.
He's
He's
done. I think he's done. That's it. It will be the stun. He's going to store up. He's going to finish the combo. And ladies and gentlemen, $1 million is going to be awarded to Uma. Nobody had enough to take the cup.
Caralho, meu irmão. Vai tomar no cu.
He's representing Taiwan. And he will be your first $1 million champion.
Caralho, meu irmão. Foda-se, mano. Caralho, esse finalzinho aqui, meu irmão.
Project now.
Caralho, meu irmão.
And the spacing that he needs to
Oh,
take.
okay. Splurged a bit too much
Nossa,
meat and he
mano.
will get punished for his troubles here, Uma. And it will be a level 3. And this is what's very good in the game. If somebody doesn't make use of their 2 bars they spent, you punish it and take as much drive gauge away as possible. Let's see what the choice is from Uma. Perfect parry. Takes away.
The corner carry is
Burn
going to
him
be
out,
so
burn him out,
significant,
burn him
and
out.
so is the burnout.
He's got no resources, so he's going to play with the stun. He's going to set him up for a stun scenario. Let's see what he does. This full conversion. This is the
He's
game.
dead.
He's done. I think he's done. That's it. It will be the stun. He's going to store up. He's going to finish the combo. And
Não, você viu que ele bolou o cara. Ele ainda teve o trabalho de voltar, puxar ali a marca, tranquilo. Agora eu vou combar,
he's
irmão.
done. I think he's
Olha lá.
done. That's
Calma.
it. It will be the stun.
Marca.
He's gonna store up.
Agora eu
He's gonna finish
combo.
the combo. And ladies and gentlemen, $1 million is going to be awarded to Uma. Nobody had him on the cards to take the cup. He's represented with jury. He's represented Taiwan. And he will be your first $1 million champion.
Taiwan, cara.
Uma can use the first set.
O maluco é de Taiwan. Que pica, mano. Porra, é partidão, né? Só fiquei bolado com a derrota do Chris Wong. É que deu uma entrevista falando que ele é um salaryman lá no país dele. E ele joga no tempo livre pra treinar. Mas mesmo assim ele chegou na final. Pode crer, cara. É mesmo? Caralho. Pode crer. Pode crer. Ah, mas o segundo lugar deve ter ganho uma grana também, não? O segundo lugar leva quanto de dinheiro? Deve ter levado uma graninha também, pô. 300k, pô, pelo amor de Deus, pô. Tá humilde, pô. Já dá pra dar uma, né? Já dá uma gordurinha, né? Dá uma gordurinha, não dá não? 300k? Já dá pra dar uma relaxada, né? Pelo amor de Deus. Dá uma gordurinha gostosa, pô, pelo amor de Deus. Tá bom, pô. Dá pra pagar passagem de volta, tá bom, caralho. Tá aí, maneiraço. Final do Street Fighter aí pra você que não acompanhou. Teve bem mais luta foda, mas essa aí foi a finalzona. Maneiraço. Match bolado, né? Bolado. Comenta aí. A gente se vê no próximo React. É nóis.